everybody! I am your humble host, Gavin the Kitty, and I am also a very late cat. 10 minutes in and I have been away. I am so sorry. Hi, Aquil. Hi, Karmic. I had to grab clothes and listen to somebody. Bit of a busy bee, huh? Today is a busy day. But I am your humble host, Gavin the Kitty. Let's not waste any more time, shall we? Oh, shit. We're playing Mario 2 The Lost Levels. I'll re-chat in just a moment. Oh, shit. 10 minutes worth of time to probably cut out once it finishes processing. So we're going to do a Mario game on this one, and a Luigi game on the next. Ignore any auditory mess-ups. I am so sorry. So sorry to keep you fine folks waiting. Brent, we reached loop 5. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Well, I had to, so what I had to do was I had to grab Brent's clothes from Crystal, one of Brent's friends. Roommate problems. Even though it's not much of a problem, it was just like, oh, I'm just gonna start real fast, but the minute I click start, she's like, oh, she's pulling in now. Game's a bit loud, I'll turn that down then. Just turn that down to there. There, that should be better. Oh man, I'm gonna have to do so much more audio editing today and work around if I get a co-host in. But we're playing Mario 2 The Lost Levels. This is an NES game released on the Famicom Disk System. Yeah, so people should subscribe. We're up to like 30% now-ish of people who should subscribe. Yeah. We'll get there. Ring in the bell and stuff, but oh man, I'm all over the place. I ordered a burrito, I set up for the stream, and then I was just like, oh, Brent's clothes. I need to take care of that. I'm gonna do my best today. Yeah, this game is very difficult. As most people can tell you, this game is just brutal. So let's start with a warp, shall we? I once went through a marathon of playing through all of the NES Mario games. And, man, that was definitely a hoot. I don't know why I didn't land on that. Oh, that's why. Oh, now my burrito's here. I tell you, I just keep getting interrupted today. I can't do it. And they shook up the Blackberry Izzy. Go. Yeah. Oh, man. It has been a busy day. Alright. So you don't want to go down that pipe over there. You want to go down that one. We'll get into the specifics of this game in a little bit. For now, I am just trying to survive. There's the warp to World 4. The other one will take you to World 5, but that's where it'll stop you. Just like in the original Mario Brothers, the warp is going to take you to 4 and then 4-2. Then from there, you know. So, a little bit background history about this game. When developing Super Mario Bros. Versus for the arcades, they've had so much fun developing more difficult stages that when they came time to do a sequel and the pitch for a vertical scrolling platformer was rejected, they said, well, we can put out a sequel with what we already have. We've already developed some harder stages, and that was a hell of a lot of fun. Why don't we just make the next Mario Brothers a little different, look a little different, put it on the Famicom Disk System, and call it Super Mario Bros. 2 for super players. And, they really meant it. This game is brutally tough, and we're going to be using rewinds on all versions. I'm also going to be eating my food while I play, because I am a hungry, hungry cat. I know we've got a couple new subscribers. I've been recently playing VR chat, so feel free to find me. Today will be my first day on...
God, I can't hear him.
Oh! Hello! Hey, Fevs, how you doing? Let me turn you up, because I turn you up, turn the game down. How you doing today?
There we go.
How you doing?
Eh.
That sounds about right. Sorry I couldn't take you to the con, by the way.
That's alright.
The more I thought about it, the more I went, you know, I'm a stranger to your family. That probably wouldn't be cool.
Yeah.
And even if you were just like, and if you pulled something like what I used to pull, what you'll end up doing is saying, oh yeah, I can totally go. And then not actually be allowed to go, never check or anything, and then all of a sudden I'm in trouble. And I'm not doing that. But you let me know what happens, man, and I will totally be down to get your tickets for Anthro, Ohio. And that is a promise set on stream. My audience can keep me fucking neutral on that. You ever played this one, Fevs?
Which one?
This is Lost Levels.
The Mario one?
Yep.
Nope, I have not.
You don't want to. As somebody who has played and beaten this game a couple times, you don't want to.
Yep.
So this game adds some momentum to the equation for everything. So, when I'm struggling on these moving platforms, that is literally because the momentum of this game is different. Alright, we're just not meant to get that. Oh!
Yeah, we're gonna have a pizza party at school tomorrow. Yay!
Yeah, I'll have fun with that.
Yeah, apparently my programming teacher's doing it.
That's fascinating. You think you wouldn't want grease around the computers, but okay.
Plus, we're near the end of the year, so I can see why.
True. Been a good bit since I've been out of school, so.
And I'm just about to get out within like 2 days, I think.
Oh, lovely. Graduation and all that?
That would be on the 3rd.
Nice. Nice. I remember my graduation. I also remember being really confused about why I had to spout some gibberish. It was like some... Okay, high school graduation. Why is it that it always feels like some, like, ancient satanic ritual? Everyone's wearing stupid caps. We've all got to throw them into the air. In a specific pattern. If we don't throw it in that specific pattern, somebody gets upset. They've always got to say the same 3 things that they said for the last 4 classes prior to yours. Graduation's weird.
And you gotta wear one type of shoe, otherwise you're not gonna walk.
Oh, we were allowed to wear whatever shoes. But we had to wear the gown, we had to wear the cap.
Yeah, but at this graduation, is if you don't have black shoes or ones that have silhouette at least, you can't walk.
That is so dumb.
Yeah.
My mom said, you walk or you're dead. I don't think I've got this pattern down. Or maybe this is one of maybe this is one of the ones without the locking mechanism. Oh, by the way, the timer is a lot less in this game.
Rip.
I like to equivalent this game to New Super Luigi U. If you've ever played that, it's on Switch, but it is just a harder game in general.
I think I only played that once when I had my modded Switch until it met the kisser. As in, like, the whole hardware malfunction.
Understandable. But yeah, no, that game is a lot tougher. I actually bought a physical copy on Wii U years and years back when I went and did a small trip to Washington, D.C. That's right, went to D.C. just so I could buy some video games. Or, well, that's like what I like to say. But it was really a learning experience to learn a little bit more about the world than what I had seen prior. But I ended up with Sonic Lost World and New Super Luigi U. Ah, here's a new gimmick. The Wind.
Oh, what?
The Wind.
Hmm.
So it'll push and pull you depending on which direction. And it's always signified by these blowing leaves. Also, I'm not good at predicting their patterns. Another new gimmick, the red piranha plant. It doesn't matter if you're standing next to the pipe or not, it will always come out. They also love to throw bullet bills at you. This game is just ridiculous. There we go. Another thing this game really likes is its invisible blocks. Basically, any Kaizo trick you know nowadays, definitely started here. Shoot. Sorry again about the late start, guys. I feel really bad about that. Also, sorry I'm eating on the mic. Hungry. I haven't eaten anything today, so my day is starting very fast. So recently I've been on VR chat, like as the past 2 days. My first time is with Karmic, and we did something very interesting. You might want to hear about it, Faz, if you're still sticking around. Fabry. Oh, he's muted. I can't check that all the time. You have yet to eat too? Well, get something to eat. Monday morning, it's always a good time to eat. Alright, we'll head back. I want to see if I can get up there. There we go. And this will showcase Warp to World 7. This is as close as you can get to World 8 without getting there, I believe. It's at least the fastest warps I've ever seen. Unless maybe there's a wrong warp that'll send you that way. And that's basically where the warp sends you to the wrong world. Ah, there's a glitch that was introduced in this version of the game. You can die by just catching up to it. But where was I? VR chat, yes. So, we did an interesting little thing with VR chat where my boyfriend was on the headset and I was on the microphone. And he was basically just puppeteering the 3D model to my voice, and it was so good it threw off a couple people until we told them that yeah, there's 2 people doing this. But he was really good, I must say, and it was an interesting first impression. As somebody who has never done VR chat before, it was nice. Especially because afterwards I ended up just using a controller. And seeing how well that worked. The answer is alright. I felt I was a lot stiffer, and I was really worried about how everything came across, because... yeah. That was mostly due to the fact that the headset strap that we had literally would not fit around my fat head with my glasses, and since I need my glasses to see, that's that. Oh! Since we're a little bit in, and I've been talking for so long, let me start with my little spiel. If you're not subscribed yet, please do. Leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell. It all helps out the channel. If you are so inclined, I have a Discord in the description below, and a Twitter, as well as a Telegram link, where you can see a massive amount of my previous artwork. And you can also commission me from there. We have a PayPal link, and if you donate $15, should have probably started with this. If you donate $15, I'll try to showcase the Game Boy Color Lost Levels, which does exist. It was on the Mario Deluxe pack. But, we'll get there when we get there, if we get there. All up to you guys, and how you guys are feeling. But I'm feeling alright. How is my chat doing? Oh my god, I haven't asked that today either. I'm so far behind with everything. Oh, shoot. There we go. It's another stage that'll just loop whenever you, loop unless you go down the pipe. Looping stages are really interesting. I think that's a cool concept. I also don't think it's done very well. When we do the All-Stars version, we'll play as Luigi, and I'll showcase the differences between playing a Mario game or a Luigi game. Which, there's a few interesting key details. Some people like to say that Luigi never had his flutter, and because they don't count Mario 2 USA, which is bullshit. His flutter actually comes from this Mario 2. So, because I believe there was a year or a half a year in between this and Mario 2 USA. There was a good amount of time. Like, reasonably well. There we go. Blind jumps, except not totally blind. Another thing this game loves to throw at you. Jumps like this as well. I want to do, like, a higher bounce. It just ain't working. So if you notice, you'll get a different bounce when you are larger. It seems to be a bit higher. So, take that with what you will. Okay. I knew this was gonna be infuriating, so. This isn't the first time I've played this game. Believe it or not, I don't actually like this game all too well. Because you gotta do stupid jumps like this, where... Alright, let's give this a shot. Maybe we'll get a frame-perfect, like, pipe clip. Or, I think it was called a primitive wall jump. Not intended, but because of the way the game is tiled, it's... can be all too easy. Ah! Oh shit. Yeah. This is why I don't like this game. Yeah. We did. Then checked, you dingus. Ah! Brent is such a dingus. Anyways, my capture got all fucky. I'm not sure how long this stream is gonna be. This is literally just difficulty, and I'm all frazzled. And without a co-host, it kind of makes it difficult to commentate, because this game is very difficult and requires some stupid pinpoint precision. Oop. Somebody's back, I guess.
Yep.
Welcome back. I am still struggling to play this game.
Rip.
Rip indeed. Hi, Andre the Kangaroo. We're just playing Lost Levels, and this game is as hard as ever. Maybe there's another way around it. Tristan the Raccoon, welcome, welcome. I don't think I've seen you on this channel before. Welcome on. Oh! Now that spawns. What? That... You can check back in the video. That was not there on our other attempts. Ronnie the Panther, welcome! Oh my god, so many new people. All at once. Welcome. Oh boy. Shit, now I'm just all over the place enough today to be... frazzled. February, I'd have you take the controller if you could. Hey, February. And that's how close we were to the end. I allow for those just joining us and new to the channel, I allow rewinding in retro games because most modern ways to play these games, such as Switch Online and the Mega Man Legacy Collection, allow for rewinding. Oh, you're fine. You're perfectly fine, Revolta.
Yeah, I have been making custom trucks all weekend.
You're what?
Been making custom trucks all weekend.
Yeah, I noticed. So for those not in the know, our pal Furry here makes a bunch of really awesome custom Mario Kart tracks. Each just as awesome as the last.
Yeah, but it's also made in the controversial Roblox studio.
I didn't know that. I thought you were making them for like Mario Kart 8 or something.
I was.
Well then. Interesting.
A tutorial up, so.
I love how you can land and both not land at the same time.
Now the Rainbow Road one, that was entirely made in Blender.
I don't know. I've never done 3D modeling, so all of that's new to me. Maybe if I need a low poly character model, I'll see if you can try it. Actually, a low poly character model might be pretty neat. We were messing around with, when we were messing around with VR chat last night, one of the things we did was we found the PS1 model for Bubsy. And I did the Bubsy voice, and we matched it up with the way the lips were moving. So my boyfriend just was fucking losing it as Bubsy was cursing up a storm.
Oh god.
It was hilarious. You gotta remember, I like Bubsy as a character, so his games aren't too bad either. I got a lot of history with them. Reminder, at 1,000 subs, we're gonna be playing Fortnite, and at, February, can you check the promises page on the Discord? I have one for 200, and I can't remember what it is. Yeah, there's like, it's like promises for subs or whatever. Or if we reach a certain amount of subs, we'll do such and such a thing. Tomo made the list, so.
Oh god, you'll play Sonic EXE?
Yep. That's one of them.
Oof.
Go ahead and list them out.
1,000, you'll play every Bubsy game there is.
Yep. Or else,
and that's 500. There will be a Sonic Suggest.
Sonic Suggests. That is a awful game that my friend Oxide has graciously been ranting and raving about. And speaking of Sonic, tomorrow we are doing more Sonic and the Secret Rings. If Artie is up to it, we might do Hollow Knight, but that's all up to her. The way it is now, it's Secret Rings, so. Oh.
It's 750, getting over it.
Yep. I figured since at that point we'd be over the hump of the halfway mark for the goal, getting over it would work. It was also a suggestion from Tomo because he likes to see me suffer from time to time.
Oh god.
So we're finally on World 8. Yeah. Well, that was a tricky trick. I don't even know how I did that.
Might make the Wii version of Rainbow Road, but
Nintendo's already got you beat on that one, don't they?
yep. Plus, it's not. And plus, it's not gonna be as good as the one from Wii.
Yeah, never is. Never is, though. Everybody's like, I can do better than Rainbow Road on the Wii. Can you? Can you now? Rainbow Road for Wii was so good, they redid it a couple times. Like, come on. Also, how is my chat doing? Because I haven't gotten to fully ask.
Was that when the game was still in development?
Which one?
Mario Kart Wii.
What do you mean? What are you asking?
Like they had to change up Rainbow Road a few times.
Oh, no. I'm saying... Hasn't Mario Kart Wii's Rainbow Road been on other systems as well? Like, hasn't been in 7 and 8? Or... am I going crazy?
You're actually close. It was going to be in 7, but somebody was having collision model issues.
Gotcha.
And it is in 8, but it's private.
That is interesting. Why wouldn't they make that one public?
I have no idea.
Let me see. Oh man, it has been a day so far. So these springs work in tandem with the momentum to bring you just the right amount of frustration. That was what I was going for last time, but you can't really do a whole hit it and then turn back real easily, so. And that's how you finish the level. Otherwise, it keeps looping.
I'm just gonna share this on the no mic so you can watch it later.
Okay.
Because yeah, that's the private one.
They did not cut this steak, like, at all.
Where's that from?
Remember how I say I used to work at Chipotle and everything? Every now and again, I get a craving. And, I gotta get Chipotle. And anytime they didn't cut off the fat, I'm like, yep, I know who's not doing their job. I'm also generally the first person to go, they're tired.
Yep.
Give them a break. They're tired. They're the only grill person there, I'm sure of it. They haven't had breaks in weeks, let's be real.
Yeah.
Which isn't a lie. Judah the Lynx, hi, nice to meet you. Pleasure. There's so many new people. I'm really surprised. just here hanging out with my friend Furry, and I'm trying to beat Lost World. Lost Levels, not Lost World. We're not playing that game yet. Oh god. Sonic Lost World? Yeah, we'll get there. Trust me. My Sonic series isn't done. One of those, it's a mushroom, I swear. One that's not poison. Oh, but both of those are, so that's nice. Yes! Okay, there it is. That might also be a trap.
It's a trap.
Clever Star Wars reference, I guess. I don't know. Because sometimes you gotta bounce on enemies' heads to make a jump. Or two. Or three.
Even that football Koopa from Super Mario World.
Oh, that Charge and Chuck isn't hard.
Mm.
You just haven't figured it out yet.
And I swear, I hate that one purple cart enemy from Super Smash Bros.
What?
The Smash Run game mode.
Oh! From the 3DS, I think you're talking about... It's an Earthbound enemy, correct?
I think so. It's a purple car, and it just goes at you constantly.
Yeah. I think that's an Earthbound enemy.
Oh boy, you can't even beat that one.
Alright, we've made it to 8-4. But this won't be the end of the stream. After this, we'll be doing a normal, non-warpless run of Lost Levels on the All-Stars version for the Super Nintendo. Oh shoot.
For the third time when I'm doing stuff like this, my dogs just want to play fight.
Wouldn't be the first time I've seen animals just not understand the concept of fucking computers.
Yep.
Hell, I had a cat who loved to eat headphone wire.
Oh god.
Despite me showing her multiple times that you can't eat the headphone wire, I'm using it. For reference, I couldn't use Bluetooth. It was aux cord or nothing. Nowadays, it's still aux cord or nothing, but I don't have a cat anymore because I live with my mom.
Hmm.
I'd love to have Buttercup still, but I mean, I can't have cats. I'm in the middle of a city and my lease doesn't allow it, so.
Dumb.
It's kinda dumb, but understandable. I also probably wouldn't be able to afford a cat with the way I exist. Sometimes I can barely afford myself.
I get you, I'm getting a job next month and I'm going to have like 300 something at the end of it.
Hey, if you're getting a job, you want a commission?
I might.
I know you're an artist too, but
How am I going to...
you can never have too much.
Yep.
Too many doodles of your own sonas. And if you guys at home would like a commission, feel free to DM me on either the Twitter link below at GavinDragonYT or on the Discord. Links are also in the description. You could also donate. Donations are welcome. You get a shout out with every donation. And at $15, if we get $15 this stream, I will end up trying to showcase the Game Boy Color version of this game. I don't know how you can play this game with screen crunch, but I mean, some people can, I guess. And they're crazy people.
Hold on.
Oh, another looping bit. Joy. Alright, it's gonna turn back around, and I have to... I thought back on top of that. That is annoying. As you can see, it stops. The game really stops being fun after a while. Or maybe that's how I'm supposed to do it.
I don't know what to do next. God.
You know what you do next? You cry with the rest of us because this game is ludicrous.
Mood.
Mood, exactly. And that is why you don't game over. Bonjour, Hazel the cheetah. I'm just doing a little bit of cheetah. I can't do my own puns. I'm just cheating a little bit myself. Sometimes games are hard.
Yep.
Maybe this should be enough time. I'll just go back as far as I can for a bit. How are you doing today?
I'm gonna go back to bed.
Oh, I know how you're doing, Furry. I'm talking to my chat.
Ah.
Fevry is one of my co-hosts. I have a lot of co-hosts on this channel, ranging from Fevry to the lovely Artie, Sin, SML, and we're all just a bunch of furry dorks who play video games and hang out. Generally.
Yep.
There we go! 6 seconds to spare and we beat the game. We'll be doing Lost All-Stars next, so. I mean, the name kind of gives it away. So I think the game crashed, and that's fine. This was an unlicensed NES ROM after all.
Heck.
Well, loading disk system games is kind of tough. And with Lost Levels, half of the game is on the other side, and I don't know how to flip the disk on an emulator, so That's that for me, I guess.
Mm.
But, the other version of this game will be a lot easier. And by a lot, I mean it'll be slightly less, intrusive.
Mm.
Wants to run MAME. It's like, I can't run MAME. I'm trying to fucking run a Super Nintendo game, not an arcade game. Silly retro arc. Video games are for people. Oh, man. So last time we were here, we did Mario 2. Let's do the other Mario 2 now. Let's do a Luigi game. So the differences with Mario and Luigi all boil down to the jump. Luigi's jump is so much slippier. It's also a lot higher. It'll make a lot of these jumps a lot easier to do. So, hopefully showcasing this will be nice and fun. Chat, what do you think of this game? If you've given it a shot or not. That goes for anybody in the chat. Love reading your thoughts. Love having discussions about these games, because a lot of these older titles, I know a lot of people haven't played them. And that's a big portion of my channel. I like showcasing these older titles where you might not have played it, you might not have heard of it because you were too busy playing like Splatoon 3 or Splatoon 2 or Fortnite or Halo Infinite. Sometimes it can be nice to go back to these easier titles and go, hey, well, easier going titles, and just go, yeah. This is a breath of fresh air nowadays, because it's a little bit simpler, but it's not so simple that you're gonna... It's not so simple you're gonna be bored of it in an hour, like with an Atari game. But it's just complex enough to be like, yeah, I can recognize this as Mario. Playing as Luigi since Halloween 2021. You just didn't take off the Halloween costume. You're just like, yeah, I'm Luigi now. Honestly, somebody does that, take a picture, just be like, I'm fucking Luigi now. I've never changed, never will change. Did I mention this video is not for kids, technically? That's right, YouTube. I'm not for kids. I say the F word sometimes. Anyways. Maybe we can dress Presto up as Luigi. And, oh boy. I can't wait. So Wednesday, my boyfriend got the day off, and we're gonna head up north to pick up Blue to finish, so we can finish up my fursuit. So, I'm all excited and nervous, and oh, I know I shouldn't be nervous, but yeah. Oh well, we'll have more mushrooms in the future. Wanted to showcase a fire flower eventually, but Luigi, it's a bit easier to show off a fire flower. This game, I know people would say it's Lost Level Syndrome, but I feel like Mega Man and Bass Syndrome is a little better. Some of these stages just do not feel like they're completable within like a good amount of time as Mario. Sometimes it just feels, it makes it feel like Luigi has a much easier time with some of these jumps. I'm just gonna take that fully serious. Gonna take that with I know my jokes aren't always the funniest, but you gotta give it to me. Sometimes I'm funny.
Yep.
Right, Fevs? Sometimes? Every now and again?
Yep.
You're like half here, half not, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's what I figured. Oh, man. At least Sonic and the Secret Rings tomorrow will be a, interesting story. We're not losing that. Listen, if Nintendo lets me do it in their own online version, why can't I do it here? By the way, speaking of Switch Online, have you heard about the Game Boy Advance games yet?
I don't think we did.
So, they haven't announced it yet, but a lot of people have been saying, yeah, there's listing for Game Boy Advance ROMs and Game Boy ROMs on there. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Because
I don't.
as you were saying, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, I wouldn't use those though.
Why wouldn't you use them?
Yeah.
What do you mean? You wouldn't use the Switch Online expansion for Game Boy Advance games? Why not? I mean, technically, that's fair. I mean, I gotta remember that you're in a little bit of a different situation than I am. But personally, I'm always looking for a good way to play Game Boy Advance games on the TV. Anything official, because or you know, vaguely official. So like a clone hardware, totally valid. Game Boy Advance player, yeah, but like maybe not as complex and annoying to get looking well. I know a lot of people are just like, just use the analog pocket. And it's like, I would if that was easily available, but you gotta wait for pre-orders, and sometimes that can just be a hassle. And then you might be going, okay, Retron squared. I actually have that. Isn't the best way to play the Game Boy games, or Game Boy Advance games, sadly. And that's even with me fiddling with the settings with a keyboard. It just doesn't feel right. Something about them. Also, that controller is weird. It won't work on computers, but it'll work on their hardware. Yes, I keep pausing to take a drink of my drink and take a bite to eat. I might be just a little bit hungry. The cat's just a bit hungry and has been having a day. Oh, man. But after we finish up Lost Levels and whatnot, I will be hopping on VR chat, so good luck trying to find me. I'll be advertising my commissions and whatnot in there, and seeing what new friends I can meet, because always fun to meet new people. And for those looking to meet me in person, I will be at Anthro, Ohio this weekend, starting on the 27th all the way through the 29th. We will be here in Columbus, Ohio. I will be suiting as Presto, and if you need to find me, you'll look for Presto or Karmic. Or if you somehow have figured out my face, good on you. Well done. Applaud to you. Don't know how you did that one, Chief, but good job. That should be the way it is, right? Just like, yes, good job. Congratulations. So if the stars in the background didn't have their parallax scrolling, it would actually be easier to find these blocks, because you can line them up with the stars.
Now, did you say the 26th or the 27th?
It's all the way up to it's the 27th through the 29th.
Ah, alright.
And my panel is that Friday.
Ah.
this Friday, I will be hosting a panel called If You're Under 18, Then You're 12. And it's a joyous time, I must say. It's a comedy panel with me and my friends. It's basically these streams, but without the video games, and you get to harass us in person. It's kind of great. I'm not even kidding. We have this little song we sing, and yeah. But the footage from that that will be uploaded to YouTube, and you guys will get to witness that in all of its majesty. I'll be trying to upload it to my channel as best I do, and yeah. Be just getting a little tripod out and my boyfriend's cell phone and going from there. Well, actually, we'll be getting out a laptop and hooking up a couple mics. You'll see it when you see it. But it'll be great. It'll be a good old time. And I can't wait to show you guys, because it'll be something entirely. Speaking of something else entirely. So, when I run off and hold right, apparently I'm falling too fast to continue to make that ledge. You have to, like, stop and walk kind of slowly. Interesting movement tech with your favorite cat, question mark? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know what you guys consider your favorites. I just know what I consider to be weird. And myself is a pretty good answer. Right, Fevs?
Yep.
Sometimes I feel like you'll say yep to just about anything.
Mm-hmm.
He's a yep lady.
It's either that or I don't listen right.
Hey Febs, you want to play this bullshit hard Mario game that I just put together?
Well, what?
Exactly. January the Tiger. Wow. We have February and January. That's interesting. I'm not even kidding. We have February the Saber-Tooth Tiger, and now January the Tiger. Hello.
Oh God.
Here soon we'll have all the months. That'll be pretty neat. Please take that as a joke. It is not meant to be taken seriously. I'm thankful for all my viewers. Why can't I not just learn just to hold right? So each of these Bowsers is an illusion, just like in Mario 1. But, yeah. There we go. We're on to 3-1, and everybody's in a mood. So we've already done Mario Land a while ago. And some of you have been asking when we're doing Mario Land 2. The answer is eventually. And by eventually I mean very, very soon, because I will be showcasing Mario 3 first. And for Mario 3, we'll be doing the Game Boy Advance version only, just because it has more levels and is all around a better version of the game. I'll be playing it directly off my Wii U, which is part of the reason why we have been taking Sonic a little slower, was to let Mario catch up a bit. Because if I gotta unhook my Wii U just for only a couple weeks later for me to have to rehook it back up, man, that'd be a waste of time, wouldn't it? Easier for me to keep the Wii U hooked up for a while. Get through Black Knight, Colors, Unleashed. secret rings, and then hop directly into Mario 3. You know. I don't think I have that many Mario games to really cover on the Wii U. Most of them have been ported over to other consoles, and I don't even gotta worry about it. I actually love my Wii U. It's like one of those consoles that I sing the praises of constantly. But I guess with the no longer being able to buy games digitally, it just becomes another piece of obscure Nintendo hardware in my collection, doesn't it? It's alright. By the way, chat, feel free to talk and ask questions and whatnot. Always willing to answer. This game may be hard, but the more I play, the more I slide it on, like an old shoe. Well worn, definitely fits like a glove. Like riding a bike. You never truly forget, it's muscle memory. Oh, man. Oh, we're up to 4 likes, it seems, but 34 views. I think we can get higher than 4 likes. I think we can get way higher than 4 likes. In fact, I think at the pace that the other Mario videos have gone, I think we can at least get to 20. Maybe not on stream exactly. We can get to 20. And if we do get to 20, I don't know, I might do something special. You guys have never really gotten to 20 likes before, so. I've always wanted to be like, yeah, we'll do something really cool for that. But, like, I'm always, like, unsure. Because, like, I noticed that a lot of you guys, like, watch this video for a little bit, and then they leave, come back, watch it later on. You never know. And in my case, I really don't know. Alright, here's an image you'll never get. Luigi in this game, right? Lost Levels, All-Stars Luigi. Look at this sprite and tell me you don't hear Bob's Burger. Bob's voice from Bob's Burgers. $20 says you can't. You will forever look at Luigi and just go, Luis! I can't do the voice. Don't ask me to do Bob's voice. No, I don't think that's right. In fact, I don't think that's right at all, Mario. My goofy ass aside. Sorry. Sorry if I'm boring you guys. It's just not a whole lot to talk about. It's just more Mario 1, but harder. Actually, how long have we been streaming for? An hour and a half? That ain't bad. Oh, man. Dude, Bob's Burgers is my favorite to me. I love Bob's Burgers. It's a great show. I plan on watching that movie when it comes out, too. Bob's Burgers is one of those shows where I'm like, I vibe with this. Including Gene's antics. Absolutely. Like I said, I vibe with Bob's Burgers. That's a good show. That is a show I watch when I am just absolutely bored. I love that it made the little buzzer as I was heading down the bottom path here. Wait, what? Alright. Very top. Very top, loop back down to the bottom. Alright, so I'm assuming it's this. Alright. So I passed that. Okay. Some castles will just... Some of these castles will just straight up give you the runaround. I don't want to, like, just run off, because I don't think running off will actually... Alright. Ah, there we go. This may be one of the most infuriating Mario games I've ever played. Don't know if it takes the cake, but it'll take something. Probably my frustration. Probably we'll take a whole lot of frustration for 100. We'll do confusion for 12. Happy birthday, Vampire King, and, harder than Metroid? I'd say so, yeah. Seeing as I've played and beaten Metroid more times than I've beaten Mario 2 The Lost Levels, I'd say so. I always gotta clarify. Mario 2 USA or Mario 2 to The Lost Levels? I don't think I rewinded as much in my Metroid 2, Metroid 1 playthrough. In fact, I don't think I did at all. Or if I did, it was minor. It has been almost 8 months since I've done that stream, I believe. Yeah, I've been streaming for a while. There's a lot of content on my channel. Including a 24-hour live stream of Mega Man that YouTube ended up cutting down to like 12 hours, sadly, and 12 hours of a 100% Symphony of the Night run. That was ridiculous, but we beat it. There we go. All sorts of fun content for you guys, you know? I like torturing myself for you guys. Anytime where I can be like, yeah, we're just gonna go for like 12 hours straight, playing a ridiculous amount of games. I'm like, all for it. All for it, absolutely. Speaking of a ridiculous amount of games, my friend SML, he is a co-host on this channel, has got his show coming here soon, whenever he sends it. Dimitri the Tiger, pleasure to meet you as well. What a terrible night to have a curse. Oh man, I played Castlevania 2 and had a blast researching that game. You want to hear me have fun for like an entire stream? Just gushing about how cool Castlevania 2 can be? Go watch that stream. Like, the Castlevania 2 video on my channel is one of my favorites. Love that. It was so much fun to do. But pleasure to have you. Pleasure to see a lot of new people on. Honestly, it's real cool. Maybe some of you guys could subscribe. That'd be even awesomer. I know my little brother would be like, "Awesomer's not a word," and I'm like, You knew what I meant though, so I'm gonna say it is a word. That's like half the thing. It's like, if you knew what I meant, I'm just gonna say it's a word. Alright. I'm gonna assume they won't be through there. Bam! That is how you beat a Bowser. Yeah, I have before. I have. I remember when I was in middle school and that was coming out, and I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to get a 3DS. And I look at it now and I've been like, oh my god, that's nearly 10 years old? You're kidding me. You know, I'm like, wow, what I thought was 10 years old, you know. I liked keeping track of, like, console ages when I was a kid. I was like, the NES is 35, and I'm like, to this day, I'm like, the NES is only, what, like 40? And it's like, it's almost 50 years old, Gavin, you need to stop. And I'm like, you're kidding. You're absolutely kidding me. And I was like, oh, well, like the Wii, right? Like, that was only a couple years ago. But no, that was like almost 2 decades at this point. I'm like, you're kidding. That's the way it is, though. Like, a lot of these games, I'm just like, oh yeah, this isn't that old. But it absolutely is. Oh, if I could have done the third bullet jump, that would have been cool. But I absolutely have. I remember when Castle... so you have Mario for the Virtual Boy. Mario Clash? I do. I do actually have Mario Clash. He used to have a Virtual Boy too, but... yeah. Well, I know you're not talking about SML as in my co-host. Because I don't think he knows anybody named Bill. I know you're not talking about my grandfather, Bill, so... because he generally goes by Williams, so I have no idea who you're talking about. No idea who you're talking about, Dimitri. Bullet bills can be tricky, though, right? Like, yes, they only go straight forward, but my favorite fact about bullet bills doesn't have to do with Bullet Bill at all. So, Bullet Bill, right? When Mario World came out, they had an enemy called the Torpedo Ted. And you'd think that would... it's like, oh, it's Bullet Bill and Torpedo Ted. What about it? I don't know if you guys know this or not, but there was a little movie that came out around that same time called Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. So, yeah, that's a reference. That's a really fun reference, too. Because, if you know me, you know I'm pretty excellent! Anyways. I've seen that movie way too much. I haven't seen its sequels, but I've seen the movie. You guys like Keanu Reeves, right? You want to see Keanu Reeves just be a dork? Watch Bill and Ted. You will chuckle. At least you will do a chuckle. Oh boy. I'm gonna be a nerd in the soft critters. Not with the same equipment. Vampire Cake, they haven't been using the same equipment. Not at all. They used to make videos in 4x3. They're not using the same equipment anymore. They've upgraded a couple times now. All of their content's shot in like 1080p and 4K. I think respectively. So, you're the savage furry. I'd believe it. A lot of furries are freaking savage. You guys are all real cool in my books. Love every single one of you. Even if I'm just not always the brightest batch in the bunch. You know karate? That's pretty cool. I knew a bit of karate growing up as well. I worked my way up to like green belt, I believe. It's been a long time since I've ever had to use it. A lot of what I know now is just like, yeah, I can choreograph your fight sequence for you. Like, that's about as far as I go. I learned it because growing up there was a lot of assholes in my school, and my dad was a bit of a dick, and I wanted to learn a little bit of something that could protect me. I'd believe that as well. I grew up playing Halo 2 with friends. We used to do multiplayer goofing off stuff, because we used to watch Red vs. Blue when that was still coming, when that was new and coming out. That says something when it's like, yeah, that was new when I was a kid. Red vs. Blue. Oh man. That and like animated stick figure fights. Loved watching that stuff, and I think that's where a lot of my love of animation comes from. Is just seeing how fluid some of those animations could be, despite being oh so limited. With you know, their characters and all. Oh, okay. Oh, we didn't play it for the story. We played it because we could drop shit in the multiplayer maps and goof off and make races. Like, we'd race around in the buggy cars and stuff. To us, the game had shooting, but that was optional entirely. My best friend at the time, Landon, played it more played it with me. And we usually did the racing stuff because we thought that was the fun part of the game. We didn't really do the story. Actually, the only person who did the story really was Dustin, Landon's brother, who is a really cool guy, by the way. In fact, shoutouts to those two. Not gonna give out their full name, but shoutouts to Landon and Dustin for being awesome friends growing up. Didn't get to hang out with them all too much after about 3rd grade, but you know. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Oh, I love little secrets like that. It's a lot of how this game was made, like just little secrets. Where's the princess? Another castle. In another castle, dude. In another castle. uh... So a lot of that secret that you were telling me about, Vampire Kink, that is a lot of how this game was made in design. And I kind of want to get into that. So, the big thing at the time... Okay, so if his hitbox was fully square and matched up with him, I wouldn't have hit that. Cool. Anyways, one of the things about this game is that at the time, a lot of magazines were printing out, oh, there's extra worlds in Mario 1. All you gotta do is glitch your way into this pipe here, and you can see the minus world. And the Japanese minus worlds, there were a lot more of them than the NES one. Those hammer bros are so annoying. Oh, absolutely. But it's okay. We took care of them. But yeah. So, when it came time to make this sequel, they said, let's make it a feature. If they can beat... They like these obtuse secrets. Let's have fun with it. So if you beat the game 8 times in a row, and then didn't die on any of the lettered worlds, you'd get extra stages for the Famicom release. However, when they did the Super Nintendo port, they said, let's dial this back a bit. We've learned a lot in the last couple of years about game design. So once you finish the main story, you get an extra set of worlds, which are A through D. And we'll be doing them this time, so... Can't wait to showcase those. Leave a like if you're stoked to see them. Or if you just want to like the video. Or if you like hamburgers. I don't know. I saw an image that was edited and it was like and retweet if you like hamburgers. What, are you scared to like hamburgers? It was fucking hilarious. I'll tell you that much. Funniest shit I ever saw. Turned himself into a pickle. Anyways. Don't ask me why I quote that every now and again. It all comes down to just because. I know, and that's a very difficult achievement to get nowadays. Yeah, I've seen that. I'm sure the completionist wasn't happy. I actually watched a lot. I still watch completionists from time to time. Remember understanding a lot of what he did and being like, yeah, I like completing games all the way through 100%, so let's fucking do that more. No wonder you have no sense of humor? Fuck if I know. I have no idea. I can't tell you what you think is funny or not. I mean, my boyfriend laughs at some of the weirdest stuff. Some stuff I look at him and I just go, no. Because you're French. I really hope that's a joke because I know I have quite the number of French viewers. Have to have an affair? I have no idea. Most of them don't. It's just that the ones that caught on did. I'll tell you this much. I haven't had shit. You think I'm gonna have an affair? No. Good luck with that one. I'm not even married. Anyways. Let that be the biggest joke to you all. You think he's gonna have an affair? You think there's gonna be YouTube drama? No, he's not even married yet. Give it another few years. It is literally under my foot, and yet the Cheep Cheep still said, "I bite your ankle." What's the biggest scandal Gavin ever had? He keeps rewinding in old NES games. You lose when you lose your virginity. I mean, I wouldn't recommend. I mean, I guess I've lost then, but that's fair. I mean, I am an adult after all. I've got a life, damn it! Anyways. My goofy ass aside. Love it when the chat picks up with you guys, because you guys just go hard. You guys go hardcore with, like, the craziness, and I love it. Fun fact, sometimes the fireballs just don't show up. The fire bars just don't show up because, it's a respawning thing. If you had to choose a companion, Okami or Wolflink? That's a tough question because I haven't played either of those games, despite having both. But if I had to have a companion, probably Okami. Which player, Tristan? I don't... That's gonna throw me off, I think. So you've actually got the same name as my little brother. So that is gonna be one of those mind warping situations. It's like I want to reference my little brother, but that is... But one of my viewers might think I'm talking about them. Oh shit. Oh! Well, like I said, we did local co-op with that stuff, so a lot of what I've experienced isn't... I am just now getting into the world of online multiplayer. A lot of what I've experienced in the past is... I've gone into this before. A lot of what I've experienced in the past isn't usually what most would say. Oh yes, that is the pinnacle of the online gaming sphere. And that mostly boils down to, I didn't have the internet growing up, so a lot of... Sometimes you don't have friends, exactly, but sometimes you have friends, but you don't have the internet. So you play Mario Party and Mario Kart locally on your Nintendo Wii, because it's all you have. You played Mario Party on the DS alone for hours? Same. Same. See, when I grew up, that game was brand new. Like, it wasn't like a hand-me-down or anything. That game was just brand new. Ah, shit. It's okay. Time up. We'll give that another go. First one done. Second one was middle going to top. But it's corporate. Exactly. That is Vampire King. That's been something I've been trying to say for years. Is that there's something we've missed with going into these newer generations and getting better looking graphics. Not sometimes looking good is one thing, but is it fun? Have we lost something by not looking back to these older titles? A lot of corporations look back on these older titles and think, well, we can't do anything else with them. But I think that's blatantly untrue, and I think you miss a lot of good philosophies in game design by not going back to this. You might have at the time felt this was all you could do, but it's because you weren't pushing you weren't pushing what you thought you could do. You were doing what you thought the hardware could handle. Well, now we're past the point of what the hardware can handle. And maybe it's time to revisit these old classics and give them another touch-up. Give them another look at, understand what made those fun, and give it another go. Give it another swing at it. Which is something I'm always going to be... Like, I'm always going to be way more excited for a brand new sequel to one of these titles than I will to, like, a remake is fine enough, but, like, every now and again I look at it and I go, yeah, maybe you should go back to this. Exactly. And that's something fascinating. And when you look back at the remake of Spyro 1, you'll have just as much fun as you did back on that old PS1. Not even kidding. What just happened? I have never seen that before. I have never seen that before. That... And of course, I hit the wrong button. That is so weird. I'm sorry, guys. That was weird. Glitches do be found. On this day, somebody learned they could clip inside a pipe and die. In the strangest way. Anyways. Everybody's been enjoying themselves. I know I've been confused as shit all day. Alright, down the pipe we go. Bonus. Love the bonus. But like I went over before, this is the wind mechanic. This game's got a lot more momentum mechanics to it. I don't remember if Sonic 1 was out yet by this time, but since this game didn't come out in the States until Super Nintendo was out, I guess it kind of goes to show maybe they weren't competing with Sonic. Because Sonic wasn't as big a name in Japan as he was in the States. Or even in Europe. He was bigger in London and shit than Japan, so that should really tell you a lot. That also has a lot to do with the way Nintendo marketed their games, though. A lot of Nintendo's earliest titles didn't even come out in the UK. Like, they didn't bother. Why make a PAL version of their game when they can simply hit a bigger market across the ocean and not have to worry about the 50-60 hertz refresh rate? So, another big thing they did was the whole buzzer, the but every time you get something, get the wrong path. That has to do, that's kind of just a wholesale improvement over the original. So I don't believe that platform should despawn this time around. No, but I can certainly ride it for too long. There we go. Things that didn't take us like 20 minutes. Alright, I should be... There we go. You don't have the brain capacity to enjoy Atari classics. That's not true. And I'm gonna tell you why that's not true. Because you can have the brain capacity to appreciate them, yes. Regardless, there is something to those simple games. But with Atari titles, no joke, I dare you, and this is after this stream is over, if you have an interest at all, a fleeting interest in wanting to understand the joy that comes from those titles. All you have to do, and I'm not even kidding, this is a real trick, this is something that got me to enjoy those classics, is watch the old people play them. Watch the people in their 50s and 40s that grew up with those titles. Watch them play it. And there are a lot of them out there, you just gotta know where to look. Watch them talk about these games. And you might start to understand what they see in them. It's really weird. Yeah, I played Donkey Kong on my 2600. So when I was growing up, I didn't have the Atari, of course, but when I was about 13 to 14 years old, I found an Atari at a garage sale, and it came with Donkey Kong, and I had a blast with it, even though I couldn't figure out how to hook it up to the TV for the longest time, and needed help from an old friend, an older, my at the time my friend's mom. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Honestly, the fact that she was willing to help me out. Yeah, but like, I think understanding those classics and appreciate them is one. No. That's not what it had. It had a coaxial cable. It wasn't, you know, your standard cord. It was a coaxial. No, Atari is not the same company anymore, and they certainly like to show it by being some of the worst, you know, scammy companies out there, but regardless, to play old 2600 games nowadays, it takes a lot of imagination and thought. And to watch the old people reminisce about their times playing it and what they saw in these old pixels really gets you understanding. And when you look at the box arts, like, just sit and study an Atari box art for any of the games. Just sit and look and, like, try to imagine what the game was like. And then when you play it, try to imagine that on top of it. And you'll really start to understand what made those games so full of wonder. It didn't need hyper-realism to be fantastic. It just needed to be fun. Because if a game wasn't fun, then it wouldn't sell. Because that was all your game could rely on, was if it's fun. Which is crazy. It's not that they've rebranded, it's that they've gone bankrupt and sold themselves and been resold. So, like, the Atari name itself is owned by, like, one corporation. But then all of the other games, which is called Atari games, are owned by a completely different company. So, if you're ever like, why don't Atari make great games anymore? It's because they're all licensed out, and it's always hit or miss, and it's not the same corporation, because after the Atari Jaguar, they had to sell off bits of the company in ways that hurt the brand even more than what you'd think. So nowadays, when you think Atari, you think an old, dead gaming company. But somebody like my mom looks at them and thinks a lot of really interesting things. I don't know why you think Capcom is a slot machine. Konami is a pachinko company. Nowadays, they rarely make video games. And Atari does have slot machines, but... Switch Dog? Oh, is that the controller? Because it looks like a dog's face? Yes, absolutely, I've seen it. Yes, I have seen the Switch Dogs. I play everything. So, when I talk about this stuff, I'm not just coming at it from, like, oh, a 22-year-old looking back on something like he's, like, 40 or whatever. I look back on it like a 22-year-old. Who has absolutely everything. Because I saved my pennies from my time in retail. And from my time working warehouse, and everything leading up to today, and I've managed to get every console up to this point. Or at least all of the main ones. Like, I've got a PS5, and an Xbox One, and a Switch, and a GameCube, and a Wii U, you know. The Gold Mario Champion cartridge? Yes, I have. The Nintendo World Championships? I played it. I played an original gold cartridge of that, too. My friend Steven bought one, and we played it. Why is he... Oh, he's in the cloud. He's, like, digging around in a basket, looking for... It's like a giant basket that he holds, that he also flies in. So when he ducks down into the cloud... When Lakitu ducks into the cloud, it's like him digging through a basket to try and find a Spiny. I can just kind of imagine, with more modern animation techniques, they would have... With more modern hardware, they probably would have had Lakitu, like, dig around and you'd see little things fly out from it. Like, maybe like a little hammer, a little wrench, like a squeaky toy, a nickel, a dime. And then all of a sudden, Lakitu. Lakitu threw a Spiny. It's just a cute little animation. I wouldn't think about it too hard. Honestly. I'm really glad you guys do, though. I'm glad, because it shows me that you guys are actually getting interested in these older titles. And if you guys are, like, I'd love for you guys to look back at the Sonic videos on the channel. I have a whole playlist of them. Oh yeah, Doom 3 is much different. Why am I playing as Luigi? Because we already did a run-through of Mario on the NES version. Good question, sweetie. Chat, say hello to Karmic. He is my boyfriend. He is also at work right now, so I'm guessing he's just taking a break. You're gonna eat spicy meatballs? You're gonna eat the spicier meatballs! That's fair. Huge shout out for him for letting me use his VR account last night. I don't know how long he's gonna be on in the chat, but alright, yeah, I don't want to lose my fire flower, so damn it, I bonked. I did a bonk, guys. Actually, if you guys want to see me play bonk, I'd love to. Honestly, suggestions for video games are always welcome. Absolutely love it when you guys suggest stuff. We've got a little suggestion spot on the Discord link being in the description below. Feel free to join it. But yeah. Same with the Twitter down below. It's at GavinDragonYT is my is my Twitter. You can DM me stuff. You can show off fan art. You can even like see a lot of my up and coming artworks because I do commissions and stuff, and sometimes I just draw for fun. So, yeah. Oh man. This is one of the toughest jumps out there. Oh man. Almost getting there. I know you have, Andre. But I don't know if you're in my... But there is one other spot where you can see a lot of my older works and some newer works on the Telegram. I have a Telegram group that you guys can join via the link in the description. It's called I believe it's called Gavin Kitty Art Dumps or Gavin Dragon Art Dumps, one of the two. You wish I could make art for you. Well, I have my commissions open right now, so if you would like to talk to me after the stream, I'd be more than happy to draw you. I have a price sheet and everything. Alright. More than happy to draw people's personal characters. Just normally it falls under commissions, and some people don't always understand that. Hey, when I do my art streams, it's like you gotta be a co-host, or you have to be a your character that you want me to draw has to be like pre-established, like a Mario, a Luigi, a Bowser, for me to like draw it. Yeah, I've never understood that. And I don't know how we got on that topic. But, as I've been shown on this channel before, I am very LGBTQ+ friendly. And I can't wait for next month because it's Pride Month. And generally, there's a lot of really cool stuff that happens in Pride Month. Alright, we've rescued Princess Toadstool, or Peach as she's later known. But now we're on to 9-1. No one said we're done here. We're just beginning. These are the worlds based on the minus world. This first one here being based on minus 1, which was the NES minus level. These stages get a bit crazy too, so... I can't... You're right, I can't tell you, but I can tell you that you're not gonna feel well after you eat that. So, please don't. As a streamer who tries his best to look out for his younger audience members and older audience members, I've seen some of you guys' drinking habits. Definitely, like, be careful with that. Definitely don't eat cereal boxes from like 10 years ago. Or the box itself, there's no need to do that. Plenty of fine enough cereal that we have nowadays. And if you have to eat cereal, like, why? But okay, that's your choice. My roommate eats cereal. I don't get it, because I don't normally eat cereal, but still, I guess I get it. But yeah, anyways. Busy day. 9-3. That's strange, but I'll let you do you for that one. I don't know the ramifications of eating a banana peel. And quite frankly, not sure I want to. Ba-da-da-da. So this is one of the bonus worlds that I didn't get to show off in the first game. But there were cloud bonus levels. Anyways. I'm an oh whoa kind of person, not an ooh woo. I'm more of oh, but more like that. That's normally how I be. All good questions. I like questions. Anytime you guys ask me questions, I love it. I love audience participation. That's why I'm always like, leave a like. Tell me what you think in the comments. Honestly, the comment section's always really cool because it's people who missed the stream or watched the stream and are watching the video again. So if they leave comments, I love them. I love reading them. You're more of an uwu. That's fair. That is totally fair. My friend Harry's more of an uwu. In fact, I just finished up his reference sheet, so if you've seen my Twitter, the last thing I posted was uwu. Was his uwu-looking reference sheet. So now we're on to World A. We would have had to beat the game 8 times to get here if we weren't playing the All-Stars port. Ba, ba, ba. But if you die or game over in any way in these worlds, you have to go back. You go back to World 1. And you'd have to redo it again. I don't believe that's such an issue here, but, you know. So be it. I'm also struggling to not get hit by a hammer. Once again, oh well. We'll get it figured out. Also, shout out to one of our viewers who recently has been catching our streams and sends me a text message every time he does. I think that is the funniest thing, and please keep doing that. You know who you are. Also, shout outs to all of our new viewers. Very glad you guys have been watching. Of Majin the game, I have. I believe I have anyways. Like, are we talking Mahjong, or are we talking a game called Majin? Because if we're talking Mahjong, yes. If we're talking Majin, no. Mahjong is a board game with little tile pieces. It's rather fun. It's kind of like matching. And can be like up against like 4 to 8 players, I think. I haven't played Mahjong that much with multiplayer, so. It's also a very traditional game. But if there's a game called Majin, never heard of it, please explain. Anyways. Another fun fact, so I'm sure everybody's seen that video of all of the misspellings of a Ouija board, and that people are always like, what to do with Luigi board? Like, I don't fucking know. Then you don't know. Majin's PS3 game released in Australia on PS4, but it's a blast. Cool. Well, I'll have to give it a shot then, maybe, if it's one of these days. I've been very busy lately preparing for the convention, so I'm sorry that I haven't been the best at keeping up with the channel lately. I've been like, alright, I'll do a stream here, a stream there. I'll try my best to keep up with the series that I have going. But, oh boy, Anthro Ohio has been taking a lot of my free time. That convention is amazing. I love it. I hate that I'm having to like put shit on my plate where I'm like, okay, I gotta print the badges. Shit. I actually still have to print the badges, believe it or not. Shit, I have to print the badges. I gotta finish my suit. Oh no, oh god, oh fuck, I gotta buy the tickets. Last night we bought the tickets. But, convention time, it's always, like, stressful for me. I love it, but I hate it. All at once. You have to talk to rats. Interesting. Well, maybe I'll have to look into it one of these days. Oh, I'm having a fun time with this jump. Aha! There we go. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of rewind magic to make some stuff happen. Sly Cooper 3 release happened? I've never played Sly Cooper 3, but I have played 4. So, I think I'd kind of get their gameplay experience there. Kind of understand it. Not fully, but I understand it. We're at World B. B for bitches. I don't think I'm getting any. Anyways. B for bitches, but why are you calling them bitches? Why do you want so many female dogs? Hey, Tomo! Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I am just hanging out, chilling here. Playing me some Mario 2 The Lost Levels. Here in a little bit, we'll check to see if we got the $15 donated to show off the Mario Lost Levels for Game Boy Color. So, for Game Boy Color. Blech. I can't speak. I've just been mumbling. I'm sure you look lovely then. I haven't gotten my hair cut in years. I have really long hair, guys. It's kind of great. I have heard that rumor before, believe it or not. And I don't believe that's true. From my experience, it's not true. But also in my experience, I'm not the brightest cat in the bunch, so... That's something that you'll have to ask, Samson. He's a fox. He's a kitty fox, but he's a fox. So, you'll have to ask him. I don't think he's very bottom-like, though. He's very cuddly and very nice, though. In fact, that's another thing. I don't know how we always get on the topic of strangeness in the fandom. But, I don't know. Sometimes the topics you guys want me to talk about are just flat out strange. I'm like, I don't know if that's YouTube appropriate, but I guess we're talking about it now. I guess if I don't go into detail, it's always, it could be a question of how the hell do you drink, how do you drink your drink from the top, bottom of the top? And that is a good question. Because if you put a straw in, and it's all the way at the bottom of the cup, are you drinking from the bottom of the cup, or are you drinking from the top of the cup? That is a good question that nobody asks. Anyways, this channel, I get stupid. That is normal for this channel. Granted, normally I have other people to banter with, so... Like my panel at Anthro Ohio 2022. We will be doing, if you're under 18 and you're 12, I will have plenty of people to banter with, including the audience. So, please, stop by Columbus, Ohio on this Friday, the 27th, I think is Friday. Yes, the 27th is my panel. 27th at 9:30 p.m. We probably won't have many streams during this time, but I will try to record and edit a few things together beforehand. I've got a couple videos I plan on doing. You can't always get to the top path. Sometimes you just gotta go to the top and the bottom. Sometimes you have to bottom. You know, just every now... You want to make banter, whatever the fuck that means? Whatever that means? The answer is... Tomo, you generally make banter. If we're having a conversation, that is banter. That is what that word means. To have a conversation. For conversation's sake. Generally, no. Because I don't normally have to worry about what platform a game is going to be out on. In fact, I stopped looking at that a long time ago. I have an Xbox One X. The only console I'm missing is the Series X. And I haven't found a need to get one because the consoles that I do have, like most games that are out on Xbox Series are also playable on the One, so I don't have to worry about it. Conker's and Bandicoot got Microsoft. Conker had 2 titles, so that wasn't much of a series. And Crash Bandicoot is back to being dead, so it's okay, I guess. It's not okay. I think Microsoft buying a lot of these corporations, sometimes it's just the worst thing that could happen. Like, if Microsoft bought Sega, well, there goes all of the Sonic games. There goes every single game that we were going to give a shit about for the next couple years. But they're not getting bought. Same with Capcom and Sony. Sony is not going to buy Capcom. I'm sorry. And if they do, I'll be really upset. But at least I have a PS5, so I guess it won't be that bad. Maybe we'll get more Mega Man games. I mean, that'll be... probably won't happen, but hey, I hope. Sometimes you just want something small and nice. There we go. B3 is done. Vampire Kink, I think you're confused. Sega didn't make Balan Wonderworld. And it's Wonderworld. Square Enix made Balan Wonderworld. Sega, just within last year, put out Alex Kidd DX, which is a phenomenal game. Team Sonic Racing, which was alright, even if it wasn't fully developed at Sega. Sonic Origins, which is turning out to be a pretty good collection from what I've seen of it. I mean, all around, they haven't done too bad for themselves, personally. And with them announcing that they're going to be doing more remakes and remasters, and even more sequels, Jet Set Radio and Crazy Taxi are looking good. I can't tell if you're trolling or you've just never played it. There's a lot of really amazing Sonic games, Vampire Kink. In fact, I've played a lot of them on this channel already. So, I don't know what to tell you. Cheap, cheap. D-4 complete. We just have World C and World D, and we will be done with Lost Levels. I mean, he isn't, because he could still shoot fire. All of these forms can still shoot fire. Tack and the Power of Juju. I remember watching that show. Yes, I actually have frequent conversations about that show with my boyfriend. Believe it or not. He's like, yeah, the multiplayer in one of them was really good, and I was like... Every time I look at him funny, because I'm like... That game? That show about... I don't remember much from that show. I'm gonna be real. I don't remember much. Because that show was really weird and strange. And the fact that he had video games was even more confusing. But it was certainly a show. And I'll say this much, while I didn't have the game, I at least remember the show. Night in the Woods. We are playing that for the channel. I have not played that before, but we will be playing that for the channel. It'll be a blind run. I don't know when. It'll be after Hollow Knight, and probably... it might be after Omori. I don't know, but we will be playing that game eventually. I'll be doing an announcement and everything for it. I know a lot of people really like Night in the Woods, so I'm holding my thoughts in my regard for that game, but it looks to be very cute. And looks can account for a lot in a game like that. Especially a game where the story matters and I'm supposed to be interested in the characters. It's something that's, what is that? Never heard of that. An Adult Swim game? Okay then. Cool. Sorry, I don't always have an opinion on everything. A lot of the time, you guys say something and I'm like, okay. Watching an old playthrough of the chat game after the stream, seeing... It'll bring you so much happiness. Well, that's good. Everybody deserves a little bit of happiness in their day. I know a lot of these streams I try to make people happy and smile. It's not always the easiest thing. Sometimes I wish it was, but it's not. Slugcat harder than Hollow Knight. Vampire Kink, I beat Ghost and Goblins on this channel. I think I can handle difficult. And I beat it about 7 times in a row just to prepare for that video. I think I can definitely handle some difficult games. I love springboards. I also hate springboards. Alright. You don't understand Rain World is the running away from your... Ah! Fascinating. I'd love to give it a shot, though. I'll look into it. I'll make a note of it. Rain World. Gotcha. Sometimes you just don't get a high bounce. Green boards spring you up higher than... The very first video game I streamed on this channel. Well, there was an old stream... So, that is a great question. So, there was a very old video I tried to stream called Zekskis. It was an NES title that I really wanted to show off. Nero wasn't streaming all the time, and I really wanted to give it a shot. Never done anything like it before, and I just couldn't get it to work. So confused. But the first thing that I got to really work on this channel for a stream, I did a series... I did a look at for a bunch of different games. Oh, I don't even remember what all it was there, but I think it was either PC Engine games or Genesis titles. It was one of the two. And I really had a lot of fun with it. That's what I'll be doing, Vampire King, don't you worry. But my first stream on this channel was like a compilation video The thumbnail for it is not in my usual style. It is just a background of Final Fantasy. The reason it's Final Fantasy 1's like little opening bit was because I wanted to be like, here is the start of my journey. And I never went back to redo that thumbnail. I always thought I probably should, but it's alright. But it was like the only image I had in such a short notice. And yeah. No, it's not. It's not weird at all. It's fun. I've done a complete bestiary for Final Fantasy 1, so it's just fun. Not every game is like, you know, top of its class. But then again, not every game needs to be. There we go. Best and worst on this channel. That's not something I can, you know. Yeah. No idea. Can't really quantify it. But I have played a lot of bad games on this channel. I might say Bonkers. Mostly because I did not enjoy Bonkers at all. Dynamite Ducks was pretty bad, but it was doable. It was really a what the fuck sort of game. Well, that's the thing. There's not many games that I won't play twice. For reference, a lot of people find Mega Man X7 and X6 to be the worst two titles out of the entire Mega Man X series, and some out of the entire Mega Man series in general. I have been back to play them 14 times each. And X6 even more than that. So it's one of those things where it's like, a bad game is not always... I don't always consider a bad game to be stuck bad. Sometimes I find more enjoyment from them. 6 or 11. Those two are probably my favorites. My boyfriend's 8. So, try to figure that one out. Oh, man. Reminder, guys, there's a PayPal link down below. There's also a button to subscribe. So if you can't donate, subscribing and liking always helps. When did they add camera to cater? I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't played Infinite, so... Like, it's cool that game came out, but, can't be 25. What sure as shit ain't. My favorite number is 0, believe it or not. That's an old question. When I was asked about it, I was like, 'cause it's cool. I was like, 'cause it's cool. That was my answer when I was a kid growing up. Like, what was your favorite number? It was like 0. You know, I was a weird kid. But yeah. My favorite color is red. That is another fun question. It's actually why it's the longest out of all of my fur on my head and whatnot. Because I think red's a really pretty color. It's like a YouTube poop. Your favorite color is 9. Fucking great. That is certainly an answer. There we go. If somebody wants to clip that and just be like, this is why you should watch these videos, that'd be cool. Well, okay. Having a fursuit doesn't mean you're an introvert or an extrovert, and going to a convention does not mean that either. It's just, a fursuit can help people handle awkward social situations, like being at a con. And for me in particular, I have a hard time finding the right words to say to people. A lot. I'm not great at voicing my mind either, as many of my closest commentators and friends have said before. I'm not always the best with how I word things. Sometimes I say something and it comes off as the dumbest thing I've ever said. I'd prefer if I wasn't linked to Bane in any way. But cool. I guess. What's red, blue, and sussy all over? Probably me. And you, like, lied about part of it. I'm the imposter. No. Tomo, you're the imposter. We're not even playing Among Us today. You people be crazy. We might be doing Among Us sometime the week after this one. I have a convention this week, so it makes some things, like multiplayer, a bit difficult, especially because the weekends is the only time I can really get everybody in the same Discord call. I don't know about any of those games, honestly. The only one that I've played out of that list so far is Among Us, and I've done it one time on stream. And that was the first time I'd ever touched that game. So, yeah. I'd love to play more of that. I'd love to do more multiplayer stuff. But I like putting you guys to the test of being like, alright, if we can get to enough subscribers, that's when I'll do it. Because, yeah. Rewind. It's fun. Oh boy. Bowser's grand plan was Hammer Brothers, bloopers, and himself. Well, a clone of himself. Yeah, because that's where it started. My favorite Marvel superhero? I like Wolverine quite a lot. I also like Spider-Man. Spider-Man's pretty groovy. Alright. Let's go check the PayPal and see if you guys donated 15 to keep this stream rolling. If not, I'll call it here. So, let's see what we got. And the answer is, are we keeping going? No, we are not. It's okay, guys. There's always next time. What's your important question before I close this out? I hope it's... I don't know if I can or not. Anyways. I have been your humble host, Gavin the Kitty. And as always, remember, we have a nice little ending image this time around. On your left, on you guys' right, my left, you'll see a button that says subscribe. Generally, it's not here until after the video gets done processing from YouTube stuff, so give it a little bit of time. If not, there's always the button down below. Remember to subscribe. You should see a playlist of other videos, as well as a hand-selected video right above it. So feel free to check those out. But as always, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Remember to like, subscribe, ring the bell. Got a Discord, Twitter, and Telegram group all in the description. If you like donating, feel free to. I've been your humble host. Good night, everybody.